have really good lemonades. I tried a sample and I've been thinking about it. 3, 2, 1, action.
Alright y'all, before we get started, we are heading to a business meeting. I got some clothing here to show my manufacturer. We're going to Union Square Park in Manhattan.
Shit.
Business time.
Wow.
CEO things. What?
Oh my god.
Maybe they were screaming for me. I'm the YouTuber. There was like a big crowd over there. People were screaming. It's actually for me.
She's right here, guys. Come on.
Alright y'all, just had my meeting. New collection coming soon. I'm excited, I'm pumped. The new designs for the winter/fall are coming. We saw this YouTuber meetup because people just started screaming in Union Square Park. And now it turns out he actually knows this YouTuber, so now we're gonna go there. So me and him have been doing long distance, if you have been following along, for over 3 years now.
God.
And guess what? He's actually moving here soon.
Wow, just like that.
He's moving here soon, so we're gonna go apartment hunting and we're just gonna live life like we just met each other. Right. You know? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. But today we, had our beautiful, productive meeting, and we're gonna go to like a balloon exhibit. Yeah. How you feel about that?
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm a big balloon guy. I love celebration.
So stay tuned for the balloon exhibit, but also the apartment tours coming up. You would think that the president is in town, but it's just a streamer. Y'all, that event or whatever that was for that YouTuber got so crazy that we literally, it's not a little meetup at all. It got like crazy. Like there's actually a helicopter out here for them. There's 2 helicopters right now. But anyway, we literally took the train for 1 stop because we physically could not move through that crowd. It was getting kind of dangerous, but that's New York for you, But right now,
I loved it, like I'm excited to move here.
Just for that?
Honestly, I would have been in there.
Are you excited to move here just for that event?
Yeah, you would have seen me on Instagram just like
on top of the police car? Yeah. Oh, but anyway, we actually have a podcast together called Difficult Dish. We just announced that we are having our 100th episode live event in Brooklyn, New York City. I'll link the ticket link down below, but it's our first ever event. And we're going to be having so much food and games, and it's going to be such a nice celebratory moment. We're going to have a live panel as well. But we're really excited to celebrate with you guys.
Yeah, if you guys want to come meet me,
Justin.
August 18th, I'll be in Brooklyn.
And it's also Leo season, so my birthday's coming up and his birthday's coming up.
But Virgos are better. So.
These brownstones are giving very like Upper West Side, right? You know what it's giving?
What?
Me in my 30s, having a family, just having my besties live next to me, taking them to school, being a stay-at-home but like workaholic mom.
How's that work?
Present,
president?
casual 2 million.
Is that president?
No, present in their life.
Oh, facts.
Casual 2 million. What do you think?
2 million what?
How you feel? $2 million for these.
Oh, shit.
Look at them.
Some light.
Brownstones?
How many you want?
Get the whole block.
I'll build one myself.
Get the whole block of brownstones. Why not?
You want to say where we're going right now?
Yeah, we're going to the balloon exhibit. Just for him.
We'll stand next to the lion.
Yeah, because it's Leo season. Leo season. I don't know what's in the air, but it's feeling kind of like fall. Like the weather is very like cool. The leaves are kind of changing and falling. How do you feel about this area? Would you move to this area?
Well, this is Chelsea, right?
Chelsea area. But like more brownstone.
Not a big Chelsea guy. I don't know.
Why?
A little too bland for me.
Is it the rent or is it just like the demographic?
Demographic. Sorry to say.
What do you want in an apartment? An area?
Like in the area?
Like both. Like what are your requirements?
I need a deli, right?
Deli nearby.
I need a deli, good deli. Good coffee shop.
Yeah.
I need a grocery store.
Yeah. Locals.
Local, Kumi. And maybe like a movie theater. Big movie guy.
That's an odd pick.
Big movie guy.
You're not gonna really find that as much here.
Maybe like a nice Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Yeah, like a Shake Shack.
You know, normal people would be like a gym, like a restaurant, maybe a coffee shop.
What?
Here you are saying a movie theater. You're saying a Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Something that I'd really like for my next apartment are just like good counter space in the kitchen. That's a need.
I missed that one.
Natural lighting.
Yeah, I missed that one.
No roaches.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Oh, is this it?
No.
Oh. A bathroom counter space. Like a counter in general. Elevator is kind of necessary for me. It's literally just balloons. This is literally a dream. That tells you a lot about what kind of neighborhood we're in. One good thing about Chelsea, even though the rent is kind of high and not our favorite place to live at, is that there are a lot of art galleries, and we are by the High Line.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta pick your vice.
What's like a non-negotiable for you? Like, it could be the perfect apartment, but if it has this one thing,
If it has this one thing or it doesn't
has or like doesn't have non-negotiables.
probably an elevator.
Really?
Yeah, walk-ups are great, but if it's like beyond 3, I can't do a walk-up every single time. Especially when you're moving in and out, it's hard to do that.
Do you need like a balcony or like
I don't need
outdoor?
a balcony.
No?
I like fire escapes.
But do you need one, like somewhere to like stick your toes out if needed?
I like a good fire escape. I think it gives character.
Yeah.
Because also a thing about stairs is that it's very common for New York City apartments to just have like a walk-up, and a lot of traditional buildings are like that. Oh god, imagine an apartment like that. Why imagine when you can have it? Manifest. But anyway, when you do groceries every single week, if you have a big load, it's so hard to carry it up.
True.
You know, and since I pack orders and I carry out orders, it's gonna be hard for me to like carry it and ship it out, you know? I also like a building like that has character with like the ivy vines going up with the fire escape. Chef's kiss. Hello? Chelsea Market is also here if you're a big fan of that type of vibe. You know, I thought of another non-negotiable. I'm a Subway girly, right?
Thanks.
If the Subway is more than like 5 minutes away from my place,
It's a dub.
it's a no.
It's a dub.
Because the thing about Chelsea, the area that we're in right now, there aren't any close subways. So it's hard to commute unless you Uber everywhere, bus everywhere. So I need to be close to a subway. Easy access, safer at nighttime, transportable, you know? Y'all, there's still 4 helicopters in the sky because of that mob. Would you live somewhere just because it's your favorite artist name?
Oh wow. I mean, I would take that into consideration.
We are currently in NYC area. The culture here is pretty good, but it's getting a little bit gentrified. The apartments, since they are high-rises at this point, they're a little bit pricey. So we are going to tour our first apartment. We just finished rock climbing. It was a good experience. What do you think?
They have this machine. I'm not gonna drop the name because no free promo. They got this machine where like you could pick different flavored waters. So we tried all of them. We tried lime mint. We tried lemon. We tried strawberry lemongrass. We tried grapefruit. Wasn't that good?
Yeah. Cucumber.
And we tried a fifth. Cucumber. Which one do y'all think was my favorite? Lime mint.
Very biking friendly here. So the first apartment that we toured in LIC had an elevator, had concierge and a doorman in the lobby. This setup for the one bedroom was really nice. I really liked the island counter in the kitchen, and I liked that it was facing outside. Everything was stainless steel and everything was modern. There was a good amount of cabinet space. I really like that this has a dishwasher because someone like me, I never grew up with a dishwasher. So this was just very refreshing, you know? I like that the sink was very deep because that's great for cooking. The heat and central AC, everything was included in the rent. And this apartment has a balcony, which is kind of rare to have in most New York City apartments. As you can see, the bedroom is kind of spacious for New York City terms, honestly, and especially the price. I just think the closet was a little bit smaller than I expected, especially since it was a one bedroom. Although there were a few other closets outside, but even then it wasn't too much space considering that's like a coat closet and a utility closet. This is the bathroom, and I like that in each floor there was a trash chute and recycling room. This was a mid-rise building and it had a really nice rooftop where you could sit out and just do work there if you'd like, and the view was very nice. It had a very modest gym. And there was a laundry room in the building. So this building is actually connected with 3 other buildings. So we went to the one next door and it had a lot more amenities. It had a workspace like this, a pool room, a much bigger gym. It also had a library and lobby with a doorman and security. What I liked about that is that since all of these were connected for the most part, you can just go over to the next building if you wanted a bigger gym or a library or whatever it is that you needed. So the thing about this 2-bedroom that we toured was that even though everything was pretty modern for the most part, the floors and the color of the apartment was very traditional. So if you see the dark hardwood floors, that is what you see usually in traditional apartments in New York City. This one also had a balcony, but it was connected with the neighbor next door, so I don't know if that's your vibe or not. Again, I really like that this had the island feature and it had the view of Manhattan from the kitchen, and it's an open space. I just think, again, the closet space was very limited, especially since this is a 2-bedroom and it was a little bit darker than I was looking for. I usually like a lot more natural light in the room because it makes you feel a lot more lively. But let me know in the comments below if this is something that you'd go for, especially for the price range that they were offering. Wait till you guys see the next place that we toured because that one was crazy. Like, we've never seen anything like that before. So what did we think about those apartments?
Terrible closets.
Yeah, the closet space was not there.
I think the place is cool. Terrible closets.
What I really liked though was like the island counters for the kitchen and the open space for that, and the balcony. But the thing that you gotta look out for is that places like that, especially in LIC, where constantly buildings are being built, you never know when the construction is gonna start happening. No, because we saw it in Empire State View from our balcony, right? Yeah. But there were like 3 buildings that were being built right in front of the building that wasn't currently like going on with construction. But honestly, when people sign the lease, it's too late, you know, that's when they start building.
My first apartment in Orlando, I had the exact same scenario. I had like practically my dream apartment. There was a construction site right in front of it. I had the most beautiful view. 3 to 4 months into my apartment, the construction got way too high.
And it's so loud. It's so loud.
Yeah, yo, this was around like 6 a.m.
So you really have to be careful with that. But also a good thing about this apartment is that the rent is stabilized.
Facts.
We're apartment hunting at this building, and we just found a podcast listener in the elevator with us.
Just like that.
Tots. Yo, this next apartment, we were not prepared at all. This alone was just like the leasing room, right? Let's start off with some of the amenities. So these are all of the different business rooms that you can reserve. You have to pay just like an additional $114 a month to get access to literally all of the amenities in the building. There's also a quiet library that you can do work in. There's a kitchen where you can just like host parties, and they also have like cooking classes sometimes. And the rooms are just so big and spacious. So let's get started and let's look at the first 1-bedroom apartment that we looked at. This was like kind of in the 20th floor, so it wasn't too high up. The range started from $3,950. As you can see from the window, there's a lot of construction going on because we are in LIC and so many things are being built constantly. This 1-bedroom was a little bit disappointing just because I feel like the room was a little bit small, especially compared to the price. Again, the closet wasn't that inspirational. It wasn't that crazy. What I do like about the apartment building and the rooms is that everything is sustainable. Everything is very eco-friendly. Tap water is filtered and everything is like compostable. There isn't toxic waste. And as you can see, my partner here is very excited to show you some of the different things that we were shown. What I really like about this, What I really like about this is that there's a laundry and a dryer in the room. I liked how much light there was in the bathroom, and I also liked the built-in shelf that they had in the bathroom because I can imagine like all my skincare in there. It was just a good time in my head already, you know? The next apartment that we saw was a little bit higher up, so the view was a little bit better. The layout of this apartment was a little bit different, so the bedroom was a little bit more spacious, but again, we were kind of trying to measure what a king bed would look like in that room, and it would basically take up the whole entire room. But I do like how everything was up to date and it felt very modern. And this one also had the beautiful bathroom and the laundry and dryer in the unit. So now let's look at some more amenities in this crazy building. We see a whole gym in here, right? This is literally the size of like a normal gym in New York City. We have more than one studio. We have Pilates, we have a HIIT room, we have a boxing room, so many different cardio rooms. There are a lot of game rooms with like every single game that you can imagine. A poker room? Like imagine a whole room just dedicated to poker. This is what really shocked us. The whole movie theater. You can reserve it, you can play your games in here, or you can just invite your friend. Not just a golf simulation, but any game. Because we've seen golf before, but imagine you can play soccer, you can play football, whatever you want. And then obviously there's an outdoor pool. You do have to pay an extra fee for this one because you don't access it within the amenities that you pay for. But what do you guys think of this apartment? I feel like people would get it just for the amenities. You feel like you're in your own world, you know? Comment down below. Do you think you would live in the last building, or would you live in this building? Because the prices for the apartments are kind of similar, but as you can see, this building offers a lot more with that additional charge. Let me know, what's your preference? All right, y'all, after that apartment tour, we had to like sit down and really digest what just happened, because that just was like not humane. That was not normal.
Like we were just sitting and talking about like what our favorite amenity.
Yeah, our favorite amenity, not even our favorite room. The things that we saw at this apartment, I've never seen in my life. And when I came in here, I had such big imposter syndrome. So let's talk about it. What's our favorite amenity? Or some of her favorites.
You know, like that movie theater, right?
That movie theater was crazy.
Movie theater. What else? A two-story library.
Two-story library.
What are we talking about?
Game rooms.
God, how many game rooms were there?
There was a poker room.
There was like a weightlifting room. There was a cardio room.
There was a yoga studio.
Room. There were 3 yoga studios. There was a Pilates studio. There was a boxing gym. Holy shit! Where the hell did we go?
Can you hold the camera in my hand? My arms are hurting. So all this was like $4,000. If you were to get a place in like Soho or Manhattan, you would literally get yeah, you'd be living in that. You'd get a waka with roaches and it would be like $4,000. This area is really elite and there's so many amenities that you can obviously pay for. But the one thing is, I feel like since there are so many amenities that you do pay for on top of the rent, you don't need to go outside. And I think that's like a scary part. You're like so in your own world where there's no need to go outside, and that's kind of like
imagine
utopian.
Like a cafeteria in there, like a freaking grocery store in there.
I mean, at this point they might as well. The bad part was that since this apartment was newly built, it was built in 2022, the interest rates are kind of crazy, so rent is not stabilized in this building. It can go up from 1% to 11%. Yeah, so big range. My God. Hello?
An 11% increase on your rent. Go from 4,000 to like 5,000.